Here are the most recent deaths in the national news as reported at Legacy.com in the first week of August 2025. Legacy.com is where you can find any obituary or publish an obituary in any local community in America and beyond. Church matriarch Dolores Dodie Osteen died July 30th, 2025 at her home in Houston. She died of natural causes at the age of 91. She was the co-founder of Lakewood Church, the Houston megachurch now led by her son Joel Osteen. Osteen is being remembered as Mama Dodie, a beloved church matriarch and woman of faith. Musician and songwriter Flaco Jiménez died July 31st, 2025 at his son's home. He died after a long illness at the age of 86. He was a Grammy Award-winning accordionist and singer known for his Tejano and Norteño tunes. Jiménez is being remembered as a member of the supergroups the Texas Tornadoes and Los Super 7, and for playing on the Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens hit Streets of Bakerfield. Actress Loni Anderson died August 3, 2025 in Los Angeles. She died of an acute prolonged illness at the age of 79. She was a beloved TV star, best known for her Emmy-nominated performance as the smart and sophisticated receptionist Jennifer Marlowe on the hit sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. Anderson is also being remembered for her high-profile marriage to and divorce from actor Burt Reynolds, with whom she starred in the movie Stroker Ace. Singer and songwriter Jeannie Seely died August 1, 2025 at a hospital in Hermitage, Tennessee. She died of an intestinal infection at the age of 85. She won a Grammy Award for her 1966 country music hit, Don't Touch Me, and she sang popular duets with Jack Green, including Wish I Didn't Have to Miss You. Seely is being remembered as a member of the Grand Ole Opry for more than 50 years. She was also the first woman ever to host a segment on the Opry. Boxer Rahaman Ali died August 1, 2025 in Louisville, Kentucky at the age of 82. The younger brother of boxing legend Muhammad Ali, he followed in his brother's footsteps and boxed professionally as a heavyweight in the 1960s and 70s. Ali is being remembered for traveling with his brother as part of his inner circle, including as his sparring partner and cornerman. Former spy and author Dame Stella Rimington died August 3, 2025 at the age of 90. She joined MI5, the UK's counterintelligence agency, in the 60s and rose to become its first female director, as well as the first MI5 chief to be publicly photographed. Later, she used her deep knowledge of MI5 to write popular espionage thrillers. Rimington is being remembered for inspiring Judi Dench's portrayal of MI6 Chief M in GoldenEye and several other James Bond films. Musician and songwriter Reid died in August 2025 after fighting cancer at the age of 75. He was the lead singer for Peter J. and the Jaywalkers in the 1960s, touring with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. He later had a prolific solo career and wrote songs recorded by such artists as Cheap Trick, Jackson Browne, and Crosby, Stills and Nash. Reid is being remembered for famously turning down offers to sing lead vocals for Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple. Actress Kelley Mack died August 2, 2025 in Cincinnati. She died after a battle with glioma of the central nervous system at the age of 33. She was best known for her role on The Walking Dead, playing Addie in the show's 9th season. Mack is also being remembered for appearing on TV in 911 and Chicago Med. Actor Alfie Wise died July 22, 2025 at a hospital in West Palm Beach, Florida. He died of natural causes at the age of 82. He was a close friend of Burt Reynolds, and they appeared together in movies and TV shows like Smokey and the Bandit, The Cannonball Run, and B.L. Stryker. He is also being remembered for roles in such TV shows as Trauma Center, The Fall Guy, and Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. Wise was a U.S. Navy veteran who served in the 1960s. Musician and composer Eddie Palmieri died August 6, 2025 at his home in Hackensack, New Jersey. He died after an extended illness at the age of 88. A pianist, he revolutionized Latin music as one of the driving forces behind the evolution of salsa and Latin jazz, blending traditional sounds with jazz, rock, and funk. Palmieri is being remembered as a salsa icon who won many Grammy Awards, including the first ever given for Best Latin Recording. There are still a few more celebrity tributes, but first, I have to say that some of the most memorable obituaries we've seen here at Legacy recently weren't for celebrities, but for everyday people like you and me. People like this archaeologist and athlete who spent years exploring the uncharted canyons of the American West. Like this architect from Kentucky whose legacy includes designing the iconic roofs of Long John Silver's restaurants. And like this beloved dance teacher who grew up in Utah, moved to Chicago, and founded the Chicago Autism Network to help other families like her own. At Legacy.com, any family can publish an obituary in honor of a loved one's memory, online and in local newspapers everywhere. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 3 years ago this week, singer and actress Olivia Newton-John died at the age of 73. She starred in movies like Grease and Xanadu, and her many hit singles included Physical and I Honestly Love You. 4 years ago this week, actress Markie Post died at the age of 70. She was a TV star in Night Court, Hearts of Fire, and Chicago PD. 20 years ago this week, actress Barbara Bel Geddes died at the age of 82. She starred as Miss Ellie Ewing in TV's Dallas, and had a memorable run on Broadway in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, originating the role of Maggie the Cat. 20 years ago this week, journalist Peter Jennings died at the age of 67. He was the anchor of ABC World News Tonight for more than 20 years, remembered for his reporting on such major events as the September 11 attacks and the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. 25 years ago this week, actor Alec Guinness died at the age of 86. His many acclaimed movies include The Bridge on the River Kwai, Lawrence of Arabia, and Star Wars. "50 years ago this week, musician Cannonball Adderley died at the age of 46. He was a jazz saxophonist who recorded with Miles Davis, and he had a solo hit in 1966 with Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Florida have been lowered to honor the memory of Florida resident and legendary professional wrestler Terry Bollea, better known as Hulk Hogan. Flags in Oklahoma have been lowered to honor the memory of former Governor George Nye. Flags in Alaska have been lowered to honor the memory of former State Representative Clark Gruning. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. Follow Legacy.com on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.